This is Dr. Gunderson. I'm coming to you today from Phenom Penh, Cambodia. Cambodia today has a limited constitutional monarchy. They have a prime minister. They still have the king. But Cambodia has a long and troubled history since the Great Khmer Empire. I'm here today to talk to you about the Khmer Rouge. The Khmer Rouge took over the country beginning on April 17th, 1975, and their tyranny ended in 1979 when the Vietnamese, with one faction of the Khmer Rouge led by the current Prime Minister of Cambodia, Hun Sen, helped to throw out the Khmer Rouge and stop the genocide. Approximately half of the population of Cambodia was slaughtered by the Khmer Rouge for any number of reasons. Some of the reasons why they were slaughtered included owning a pair of glasses, having money. Owning money meant that you were a capitalist, thus you must die. I've interviewed a couple of victims of the Khmer Rouge. One is a 70-year-old woman by the name of Lena Un. She lives in the United States now. She's been there 3 years. She's a wonderful lady. But she did 2 years here in the mass detention on the second floor of S-21. S-21 has a very interesting history. At first, it was a high school. But when the Khmer Rouge took over on April 17th, 1975, what is called Year 1, trying to replicate the French Revolution, you see, they immediately depopulated the cities. And in fact, Hun Sen, the current Prime Minister, lost an eye fighting to take Phenom Penh. But he understood what was happening to his own people, and he was the one to put a stop to the genocide by inviting the Vietnamese. There's still controversy today. In the last few weeks, the top leaders of the Khmer Rouge have been put on trial. Brother number 2, brother number 3, brother number 4, brother number 5, brother number 16 are still alive. Sister number, or brother number, she was a woman, she was Pol Pot's sister. She has been classified as unfit to stand trial. So, she is out of it. Ing Sare, who was one of the terrors of the Khmer Rouge, is on trial for his life, hopefully. Most of the Khmer Rouge have been decommissioned, and they have been sent to the province, to the city of Palalen along the border with Thailand. And so far, so good. In the background today is S-21. It's a school converted to a prison, a detention center by the Khmer Rouge. In this great detention center, approximately 17,000 people were slaughtered. Now, in my interview with Lena Un, she told me what happened every day. Every night, they would take the prisoners from the first floor, they would line them up, chain them together, and march them out to the killing fields. And what they would tell them was, you are going to be given your freedom. Approximately half of the population of Cambodia was slaughtered. 6-7 million people, half the population, was slaughtered. Later, I'm going to give you a tour of the killing fields, and you'll see for yourself the bones. This is one of the greatest genocides in the world since the Holocaust. Holocaust, 6-7 million Jews killed here, 3.5 million either intentionally slaughtered or starved to death. One of the first things that the Khmer Rouge did as part of Year 1 was to completely depopulate the cities, because the capitalists control the cities. They were going to do a rural type communism, a Maoist type of communism, but they were going to go for a very pure form. So again, if you owned a pair of glasses, if you had money, you were tainted by the West, and thus you could not be redeemed, you could not be re-educated, thus you must be killed. I'll show you later a slideshow of many of the victims here at S-21. I went through some of the cells. The first floor were mainly the torture cells. On the south side, you had individual cells. Those were long-term cells, approximately 3 foot wide by 6 foot long, and they were chained and locked to the floor. The second and third floors of these buildings were the mass detention centers, where large numbers of the people who were classified as enemies of the state were kept. Now today, Cambodia is engaging in something similar to China, what we would call authoritarian capitalism, but it is a very wounded country, and many of the wounds are still not healed. When I came off the plane, my cab driver offered to sell me an AK-47 for $50. I would love to have the lower receiver group. I can get all the other stuff, but I just need the lower receiver group, right? Okay. Of course, I'm not taking any of these things out of the country. I want you to begin to understand that when one people begins to describe another as the other, then they become subhuman. And once they become subhuman, they're animals, they can be killed, they can be slaughtered as seen fit. The next stop we're going to take you on will be in the killing fields. Thank you for taking the time.